There's one more thing, actually. One more thing. I have so much to talk about. I'm so glad that we have so many people watching this stream because I put in so much effort into my notes. I have like 200 lines of notes for this fucking. This is more than I've taken in a long time. A tranche update. Surprisingly, I haven't talked about the tranche in a very long time, but I do have an update for the tranche, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Just give me 1 second to pull up a video that I downloaded, assuming that I can find it. Actually, you know what? Can I open this with VLC first?
I call him Mr. Kasner, keeping it nice and formal.
Kasner? Is that German?
It's Jewish.
So, he's Jewish.
Yeah, Dale, he's Jewish.
There's nothing wrong with that in and of itself.
I laughed out loud when I heard that. I have that clipped. I'm trying to find the other one. Aha! Okay. Is this right? Okay, there's my VLC. Where's my video at? Oh. You know what? I have it on my notes somewhere. What's it called? Videos Tranche Trailer. Oh no. If I do not have this, I'm going to be pissed off. I really apologize, but it's so much. Aha!
We're in Custer County, Colorado, a western rural part of the U.S. where almost 70% of residents voted for Donald Trump.
I think it's a fear of the unknown.
In March, armed intruders trespassed onto the property. It prompted the ranchers to arm themselves to prepare for any future attacks.
And that's f***ed up. This is my home, and you defend your home.
But even at the remote land clear of danger, Penny is taking all measures to ensure safety. Conservative lawmakers in many states have recently pushed a slew of anti-trans bills targeting the youth's access to gender-affirming healthcare.
I mean, it was directly because of the tipping point that was the Trump administration. Just like the last administration, this administration is doing nothing.
As the ranchers travel through town daily, they're cautious about which businesses to interact with.
This place, you'll never know where this place here.
They've got a Blue Lives Matter. Yeah, that's one of them we won't go into.
One car would follow, one car would wait. And that went on for about a week until it escalated to them coming onto the property.
You're moving and when you're stopping. That's enough to get you to start doing drills like this. Like, hey, this is our life now.
Are you prepared to do this drill anytime?
Any time of day, any moment. We have our vests. Moving! Cover! It'd get real cool real quick if people just stop trying to kill us.
This is a video trailer by UVB76, one of the users in the tranche thread. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Thank you, UVB. Very cool. Also, thank you to Temperance for giving me some notes about this. I don't follow that thread, but it's a big fan favorite on the forum. So just an update, if you don't remember, the tranche is a alpaca farm out in the middle of the Badlands of Colorado. They're not very successful. They're a bunch of transgender people who live a tactical lifestyle without utilities in the middle of fucking nowhere. The animals are allegedly poorly cared for. I talked about all this on the trans stream, which you can still find an archive of in some places on the website in particular. If you go to Spotlights, it's all there. So just an update on how they're doing out in the Badlands of Colorado. So, according to Paul, who is one of the members, he has access to the bank account, and he says, looking at the $9 in the tranche bank account, welp, glad I still don't work there. So they have literally no money. And this is after that they launched a GoFundMe last winter to raise money for the alpacas, because as it turns out, in the Badlands of Colorado, while you may not get much water or grass, you do get a lot of snow. So the Tenacious Unicorn Ranch, which is the tranche, asked for some help. They asked for, I think, $10,000, and they got about $3,000, which is not enough for even the animal feed. So in an operation like this, typically you would have money coming in, but wool is not a very good commodity. Even alpaca wool from an organic tranche range in California does not make that much money. And to increase their income, they have added more animals to their farm, which is not that great an idea because they're on a 32-acre plot in the Badlands, and as the name would imply, the Badlands does not get that much grazing range. And when you put too many animals on a single plot of land and you don't rotate them or anything, then you end up with a big desolate wasteland full of shit. So things are not going too well in the tranche. Somebody noticed that silently 2 people were removed from the About Us page, Paul and Sky, Paul being the one who posted some tweets that were informative about their financial situation. And you can just see on the About page how they were just removed from it, like a Joseph Stalin painting. Very lazily, by the way, because it kind of breaks the template, the way that they were removed. Then, over here, Paul put out another. Paul's name is Collared and Armed, which is very disturbing. He was the one that had the muffin top in the shooting video. Collared and Armed said, I still remember telling the trans mask fellows when they joined the ranch that it was a safe place for folks with dissociative identity disorder. I wish I had a clue how wrong I was. It wasn't even safe for me. So I don't know who he's talking about, but apparently a couple women who identified as men wanted to join, which probably would have been a disaster with these horny, degenerate fuckheads living there all together without anything to do because they're out in the middle of nowhere. They said that they partnered up with a different group, the Oglala Lakota, to try and make their ends meet, and that's not going well. Their GoFundMe for their mutual for their fundraiser, the Oglala Lakota, got 7.6K out of 50K to help their ranch. And it was seen in one of their videos that on the blackboard back there, there are notes about drywalling. So they're starting to do like construction work to make ends meet. But they have notes here about their bills. $2,500 due for tractor something. Tractor schedule, $5,000 due for hay, $1,600 due for mortgage. And then it has a note there, sign up for government benefits, underline. So their new tactical plan to keep their special military operation going is to ask the federal government for assistance and survival because they can't feed themselves or pay rent or their animals. So glad to see that that's all going very well. It is speculated because not only because of this, but of the 3 that remain, there is Kevin Gibbs, Bonnie, and Penny. And Bonnie and Penny, the other 2, are currently fighting, I believe. Oh, and Penny's mother. I think Penny's mother. One of their mothers are fighting over the property. So there's like a property dispute about what's going on. And just trigger warning, look away if you don't want to see animals in poor conditions. This is a picture from the tranche. You can see that the animals are very dirty. They have ducks, which are waterfowl in like a fucking desert, which is just heartbreaking to see. They're all dirty and shit. chicken has to get up there just to get some water. They look genuinely filthy. It looks like an apocalyptic wasteland. These are, I guess, baby alpacas. They look like sheep to me. And they're just kind of out in this field, and it's just full of shit and hay, and there's nothing growing. There is no food whatsoever growing on this land, because it's, not only is it the bad land, but it is not being taken care of correctly, because they don't have pastures. It looks like there's only one pasture, and they're not rotating. This is a video from them. So they have somehow altered the climate in Colorado, and they are now having sandstorms because they've completely destroyed the turf in that lot, that 32 acres.
Can't see the mountains or the sun.
It's like in fucking Spec Ops: The Line, where there's just like this permanent sandstorm where nothing can go in and out of safely. Very, very amazing. And this is the best part of this entire explanation. On Google Images, if you go and find their property, you can see the boundaries of the lot because it is destroyed and there is nothing but dirt, and you can see the turf everywhere else except on their property. You can see the ecological damage that the trench has put on the planet from space. Satellites can pick out how fucked up this is. That is unbelievable. That is just unfathomable. Really just goes, I don't know. I'm not gonna be sexist. I'm not gonna be trans misogynistic because I'm on YouTube and I don't say such dirty things, but I hope this doesn't reflect poorly on all trans people. Just these trans people decided to start up a fucking farm without any idea of what they were doing and completely destroy the property and the welfare of like 200 plus animals at this point. Not all trans people, folks. We got to keep an open mind. One other thing just happened. Just received news of this. Kevin Gibbs has a friend named Wedge who says, "I am a real boy now." Hearts and smileys. So Wedge has gotten the am hole surgery, and now they too are am hole. I'm glad that the decision to castrate is spreading. It's a viral idea that these people are adopting wholesale over time. Just the greatest thing, the greatest joke that God has ever played on our species. Am hole. If you don't understand the am hole reference, watch the trench stream I did. It's pretty funny. I think that's it. Chad. I think I've gone through all my notes in good time, too, because when I have everything laid out like this, it takes less time to get through it.